What up, Sneak Attack listeners? Today's episode is brought to you by Audible. You can get yourself a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial, 30 whole days, if you go to audibletrial.com/sneak. And as always, we have a book recommendation for you this week. This time my boy Josh is going to give it to you.
Okay. Do you like aerial combat?
Yes.
Are you interested in the Napoleonic Wars?
Definitely.
How about adding in dragons? Imagine ship battles, but instead of occurring aboard ships at sea, they're on top of dragons in the sky. His Majesty's Dragon, written by Naomi Novik, begins a big series of books called Temerea, and they are awesome. Probably some of my favorite books ever. I actually learned more about the Napoleonic Wars, or I learned about a whole different type of Napoleonic Wars.
With dragons.
Yeah, so
I had no idea.
Who knew? All my knowledge is completely based on that. So it's read by Simon Vance. He narrates this whole book series and does a wonderful job.
Awesome. Thanks for keeping it short, Josh. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Sneak Attack. I'm Reed, your host and DM of this original D&D adventure. To my left we have
Akio,
Brenna,
Milo,
And Greg.
Last time on Sneak Attack, the gang had a conversation with Arlân Brampton, former enemy turned confused ally.
Estranged friend.
Yeah. He explained to them that Tegan Brightspire was actually behind all of the terrible situations with the Prince of the Apocalypse, and he himself was a Prince of the Apocalypse. Working through all of that business, they established a plan that they were going to go to Durhaven and try and save them from the oncoming battle that is about to take place. However, before we do that, Akio has some Linus business to deal with, as unfortunately, sadly, Uncle Linus was lost in the battle to overthrow the quote-unquote resistance. So that's where we left off. There's a portal open made by Westra, Arlen's kind of right hand person, and so you can go through and go into the ruins of High Rock.
Greg's just going to let Akio lead the way. He doesn't have any business here.
even though everything's has been destroyed, is it recognizable, like street layout?
You don't
Like, will I
exactly
be able to find my way to Tomb Raider?
Yeah, you don't exactly know where you're at just by looking through the portal, but you go through, you'll probably get your bearings.
I go right through.
Okay.
I follow.
me 3. You coming?
Yes.
All right, Milo goes through his first portal.
Woohoo!
Was this all like just over your head, or were you following along?
Oh, no. Over my head. Over my bald little head.
Well, short hairs.
Yeah.
Red hair.
Yeah. A little red peeking through.
And you step through, and you immediately see the whole place is just in shambles. It was bad before, but it's worse now. Crumpled over buildings. The road is completely filled with debris. Busted up carts, houses have just been laid to waste. It looks like a war zone because the city was overtaken in a siege. Looking around, you can look up, and you know, if you remember, the city is built into a mountain, so it ascends as you go, and you realize that you're on the first level. Tomb Raiders was on the first level as well, but kind of off of the central square in the opposite direction. So, like, you're on the far east side of town. Tomb Raiders was kind of west side of town.
Okay.
But on that same first level.
Does there appear to be any guard presence?
You see here no one right at the moment.
Even, like, are there residents cleaning up, or is it, like, totally abandoned?
It looks totally abandoned.
I'm just going to make a beeline for Tomb Raiders then.
Okay.
Where I remember it being.
Okay. So you start walking through, and the memories of the crowded cities, like Thalen's guards, all that stuff, it's still very fresh in your mind, but just totally different scenery out in front of you. And you walk for probably it's like 10, 15 minutes just because of having to climb over things constantly and navigate the treacherous streets. But eventually you get to a point where you're pretty confident that Linus's shop was set up. If you remember, it was like almost in the street.
Yep.
It didn't have its own like established storefront or wasn't attached to any larger building. It was just kind of freestanding there. Fixed in place, but just kind of freestanding.
Is there anything there?
There's
where
like
it would be?
there's a pile of debris. You can tell probably wood from his shack.
Okay.
That's covering the spot, but
I start digging around looking for like the floor.
Okay.
Uncover the floor.
yeah, you start trying to move like big rocks and big pieces of wood off. You're straining a little bit. Sure would be nice if a big strong companion would jump in and help.
I'm gonna use
I'll help you out.
mage hand to lift rubble as well.
Rather than lifting something yourself, you
Well, like in addition to.
I just rolled a natty 20 strength.
Grayek sees you like waving your hand to have a magic hand lift something no greater than 5 pounds. I want to point out,
Little rubble.
very small pebbles.
Just kind of like picking it up.
He's like, I will have none of this.
He's using both his hands, like magically, like using to make the one hand.
Like Yoda trying to keep the thing suspended above Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Yeah.
So Grayek, very frustrated by your total like lack of effort here, Akio, and he walks up and with one hand he takes this giant beam that's kind of got everything pinned down and just throws it off to the side, and all of this like wood and debris just goes scattering along with it. And he takes his foot and just like sweeps it across the ground, and all the other bigger, not huge but bigger stones go sweeping out of the way with it.
Have you no respect for magic?
I have plenty of respect for magic, but sometimes you just need to move stuff.
Right, you are.
And as he sweeps away the last of the smaller, plate-sized, football-sized rocks, you see like the tattered latch door built into the ground.
I take out the key.
All right.
Brush the lock with my hand.
You find the lock.
Stick the key in.
All right, you stick it in, you turn it, satisfying clunk as the tumblers fall into place.
Okay.
And
Wait.
you sense, as you turn the key, it's happened, Akio. There's no going back. You sense like a magical release.
Uh-huh.
Maybe thinking that there was something beyond traditional metal and steel that kept this lock in place.
Yep.
What do you do?
I would like to detect magic on it. So before I understand that it's unlocked, before I pop the lid, I'd like to try and figure out if whatever's on the other side's maybe just helping it stay locked, or if it's a trap for somebody who
You have
shouldn't.
detect magic?
Yeah.
He's had it actually ever since
Remember
he's
in
been
the
Akio.
temple?
That's such an awesome spell.
Yeah. And I know that I handle Arcana checks and detect magic a little differently than maybe the rules intend, but it was always a little ambiguous in my opinion.
Kind of.
I let detect magic be kind of like a really strong version of like an Arcana check. So Arcana check tries to identify if magic is available or understand magical items.
Or the type, or like the family of magic.
I detect magic is what I use for that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you actually want to know more of like the type of magic that's in use, that's what detect magic is for.
Cool.
Something that actually allows you to understand and maybe know how to respond to this certain type of magic. So, just getting that out there.
Wake up, Mike. Wake up.
Magic.
You cast detect magic. You hone your senses in, and you get no real
bad.
sense of magic on the other side.
Okay.
Something very faint, very faint,
Real faint.
A fart.
like a magic fart.
One of those just airy ones.
On the other, it's very far away, very
Oh.
faint.
I pop the lid.
You pop the lid. It's like a ladder descending into the ground.
I climb onto the ladder, and then I do that thing where you like put your feet on the side so you just slide down.
All right, you get splinters.
Oh.
One splinter.
Just take him out with mage hand.
Oh, there you go.
While you're walking.
You get one splinter in your hand. It stings, but you're okay. It's an old ladder, man. You can't just
sure.
slide down those things.
Yeah.
So you hit the bottom, and you turn, and you see laying on the floor is a stone golem. Decommissioned, though.
Oh.
No longer in use.
Okay.
There's no glow in its eyes or in its chest cavity, but laying there on the ground, not like broken, but kind of looks broken, is a stone golem.
Okay.
A hallway leads past the stone golem, very narrow,
Yep.
but you can walk down it if you'd like.
It's just like a one-way hallway.
Yep, only way to go.
All right, I'll go.
Okay. You walk down the hallway, and it bends and weaves a little bit, and as you bend one corner maybe 25, 30 feet past the opening to the latch, you see kind of tucked into the wall is maybe like a 10 by 10 foot cubby. It's not a door. It's just an open space, like almost carved into the wall. And inside, you see something very familiar. It is Alfredo sitting in a cage with a big pile of food.
I might cry.
It looks very excited to see you.
Oh, Akio's so pumped to see Alfredo. Is he in his cage?
He's in his cage. Big old pile of birdseed next to him, so he has enough to survive for a while.
I reach in the cage and pull him out and just give him a big ol' hug.
He buries his head into the little thingy, like under your chin.
Yeah, get in there.
And you smother him, give him lots of little chicken kisses,
Yeah, all the chicken kisses.
and he's very happy. You're very happy. It's a good time.
Scratching right under his favorite wing.
Which wing is that?
His left one.
That's what I was gonna say.
Like all the feathers kind of fluff up, like kind of get all bristled.
Yeah.
And he just nuzzles right in there. Wants to just like climb on your shoulder, on the behind your head kind of thing.
Where he belongs.
And
Wait, isn't Alfredo a female
a
chicken?
girl.
Yeah, but we've been
Yeah.
referring to her as him the entire.
Oh
that's
yeah,
true.
the whole time.
Okay.
It's like we know that it's a her, but we
Yeah.
just refer
They're
to
all
her as
chickens.
Well, yeah.
Around the cage was kind of sitting on the floor.
Yep.
Around the cage, stacked up on shelves, are boxes and boxes and boxes. You can see like documents and papers sticking out of them, and there are some like binders and journals stacked on top of these boxes as well.
I pull one out and just kind of quickly scan through it to see if there's any reason why I should want to keep these.
So you pull it out, and you realize that it almost looks like a bookie's journal, like keeping track of bets and stuff. But you realize very quickly that this isn't keeping track of bets or how much money people owe Linus. It's keeping track of information. Like it has people's names, has their occupation and stuff like that. But it also has details about their life. Very specific, oddly specific details about their life.
Okay. I feel like this is important info. Can I fit all this in my bag of holding?
This is more than you can fit.
More than I can fit.
Conveniently, he has it documented pretty well in terms of age. So starting on the left is the oldest stuff. And you know that like the dates on these old ones predate even him. So he's got information from years back, even before that he was alive. But moving from left to right along the shelves, you see that the dates kind of get more familiar with you, more present day type stuff. And there's a journal, it's a similar looking ledger stacked on top of the most recent date.
I open it up.
Okay. You're just kind of flipping through. It looks as similar as before, just got names and stuff like that. One name, however, jumps out at you.
What name is that?
It's the words Pineapple Gang. You realize by reading this entry that it details the fall of the Pineapple Gang, how the Norwich chapter is no more. But it reveals to you that there are other Pineapple Gang locations all around Brannis. And more specifically, it lets you know that the Pineapple Gang in these other islands are using very strange tactics for recruiting. Specifically, they've set up almost like a training camp, an audition type of place where people can come in, test their mettle and test their merit to be chosen as a member of the Pineapple Gang. Very strange. Almost like a recruitment camp kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's looking at me so
Oh yeah, I'm talking to you.
so wild right now.
So many things in my brain right now. But
Why did no one else follow me down here?
No, they did.
I
didn't.
no, I
Oh,
didn't.
I didn't.
I was letting you have your
This is his
space.
space.
Okay,
Yeah.
I assumed everyone else went. Okay.
No. Unless you call us down.
Secret,
Milo, did you go?
Secret splinters.
Okay. Yeah, none of us wanted splinters.
I guess.
So, next to, in a smaller, different looking box that isn't labeled with dates, you see almost like the equivalent of a shoebox.
Okay. I popped the lid.
You pop the lid, and immediately you are just like filled with emotion. So what you see inside, it's portraits, paintings, or drawings of the Nudoru family. Linus all throughout the years with your mom and dad. There's several pictures of you as a small boy in there. It's obvious that he was keeping this with his very important records of whatever it is he does. And this played a very important role in his life. Oh. You would have enough space in your bag of holding to take the pictures and stuff like that, but not all like the ledgers and notebooks and stuff like that.
Okay. Does the hallway continue past this cubby?
It does, yeah. This was just like a little alcove into the hallway. It goes very far.
Okay. I want to continue pursuing this, but I'm going to walk back to the ladder and yell up for the others to come down.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I think you guys need to see what's down here.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Milo?
Yeah.
Greg will let them go first, and he'll come after.
Okay. You guys hop down. You walk past the golem.
Actually, I'll stop at the golem if I can.
Sure.
I just want to do a quick check. I'm the only thing I'm curious is when Greg sees it, was it deactivated by like whatever runes or whatever were used to make it being destroyed, or was it deactivated by just whatever magical presence was keeping it active dissipating?
And what are you rolling to figure out this information?
I figured I would do a stone history check to see if any of the markings had been destroyed.
I teed it up. I did it.
You knew where that one was
Sure
going. The
did.
stone check.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my, 25.
Oh.
You do not believe that any of the stonework, any of the inlays or runes or anything into this golem were tampered with in any way.
Okay.
Which would lead you to believe that it's likely whatever magic was keeping it animated has dissipated.
So here we have a fully formed golem
Fully intact.
without a magical presence to activate it.
Correct.
Okay, cool. That's all I wanted to know.
Okay.
Garrick will continue to follow after.
Okay.
You want to take that golem with us, Gray?
Q, if you can fit that golem into your bag of holding.
I think that weighs more than 500 pounds.
Maybe I can try something on it.
We just turn it on and
We can try.
Just flip the switch.
Maybe your father has something written about golems in his book.
Do you want to eat it later?
No, Milo.
Just got it.
For the last time, dwarves don't eat stones.
What do you eat?
Food.
No, that's not what I saw in my picture books.
On your picture books. Who's giving you picture books?
My mom and dad. My old ones. They had the picture of the door said just eat the rocks.
We don't eat rocks.
I think they were history books.
No, we've had meals together. I eat regular food.
Yeah?
Everybody else.
Why are
Remember
you
on the
licking
ship?
your lips when you're looking at that thing?
Because there's a lot of potential there. Do you know how difficult it is to make a golem?
Yeah, and then eat it.
No.
Prepared nicely.
Oh my.
With a fine ale.
Akilio's down the hallway. You guys coming?
Yeah.
I suppose.
Okay.
You make it to the cubby.
All right. Yeah, they make it to the cubby just fine.
All right. Greg, Brenna, what do you guys make of these?
Oh, not Milo.
I throw you each a book.
I can't read.
Which book do you hand me?
I'm gonna hand you the one about the most recent one
Which
with
was
the
it?
pineapple.
The
Gang.
pineapple gang
Oh,
information.
okay.
Wow.
I find James's name and I cross a line through it.
Chill out.
Consider your debt paid.
I now have a list.
What are you, the Mean
I
Girls
can work
burn
down
book?
this list. Take names.
Why do you think he has all of this? And it goes back
Wait, what?
older than he was.
So these are all the Pineapple Gang members.
Do you think all the books or just the book you have?
This one, it's all about the Pineapple Gang. Like, here's James. And are there pictures?
No.
Okay.
I grabbed
What was
the.
the name another one?
Dimitri. Jack Sparrow. Oh, Jasper.
Jasper.
Jack Sparrow.
I grabbed the second newest one,
Okay.
and I go to the back page. Is there
Okay.
anything familiar to me in it.
You might have to tee me up on that. I don't know what you're looking for exactly.
I'm just looking for any names I recognize. Or, like, is it just a list of names? Like, what is it?
It's a list of names, some business names.
So, Alfredo!
Yeah, he's here.
He's alive! So, wait a minute. There's all this food here, and... Do you think Linus knew? Did he know something was going to happen?
Well, I mean, I gave Alfredo back to him at the hideout, and Alfredo's here with a lot of food.
Like
I have to think he thought we would come back here and find Alfredo.
So we were supposed to find all of this.
I guess.
Is there any kind of note or anything with your name or an insignia?
Is there anything meant for you that seems like it was left specifically for you?
I'll go back. I'll pull the shoebox out.
Okay.
And I'll go through it again, specifically looking for something left for me.
Okay. So whereas before you were just kind of like quickly glancing at all the photos, the drawings, the portraits, whatever. This time you're making very deliberate effort to take everything out of the box. And as you like tip the box so you can get your hand under it, you hear something slide along the bottom. And so you take the all the photos out, all the pictures, all the memories that he's specifically kept in there. And laying at the bottom is a very small ring.
I examine the ring.
What's that?
Just looks like a ring.
There is a string attached to it with a note attached to the string. And on it says...
$1.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
It says, should you find this ring, use it well, but do not let it overtake you. And then with a little signature of Linus on there.
I Arcana check the ring.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check.
What do I add to that?
Your Arcana skill.
11.
Definitely magical.
Oh!
Can I do an Arcana?
Can I
Nope.
detect the magic?
Okay, sure. Because you know that there's a magical element to it, I will allow you to use a spell slot.
Yep.
And cast detect magic. You know that this ring is enchanted with a type of magic. You get the familiarity of necromancy from it.
That's a red flag.
You don't necessarily believe that it has the power to raise people from the dead, but you do believe that it has the power to interact with the dead.
Okay.
What you got there?
I don't know. This is reminding me of the bad. It feels necrotic. And I can't. There's no way Uncle Linus could be wrapped up in that.
So it says it's to you.
I mean, should I... Like, Akio's really hesitant to put it on. Because he feels a little bit, just like the anger in Linus's death. Kind of like the necromancy kind of calls back to Akio and wants to pull him in. And he remembers, because he was going down that path, he remembers how it can kind of overtake you. So he's super hesitant to do anything with this ring, but because he trusts Uncle Linus and because of the note, he's just going to slide it on his finger and see what happens.
Okay. You slide it on and nothing really happens. You feel maybe a slight tinge of magic flow through you, but nothing, like you're not overtaken, consumed, or anything like that. You feel pretty much the same.
I'm sure if Linus left it for you, it's not something evil. He was a good man.
You guys have to promise me, if I start acting weird, make me take this off.
You got it.
Cut your finger off if we need to.
It's going to be like a Frodo Samwise.
I'll allow it. Share the load.
Share the load. Bite it off.
Oh, that happens, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
are you guys going to keep looking through the books for information?
No, I don't know what kind of information. There's so much. Like, where?
What did it say?
You have to look for something specific.
Greg, what does it say about the Pineapple King?
There's so much more than we thought. I thought there was just a little pack of idiots here in Norwich, but they're everywhere. They've got camps. They're training on every island.
Should we take that book with us?
Definitely
I think
seems
we
more
should.
organized than the faction you found in Norwich.
They're on Durhaven, Maybrook, and even Vorsted.
Was James the top? Or does it go higher?
Not on Norwich. We wiped them out, I think. Are there some names from each of the factions at least?
Yeah, you'll see names from like known Pineapple Gang associates
Yeah.
on each island.
But it's not like a comprehensive list.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
the one in Norwich, very comprehensive.
Right, because that's where he is.
Exactly, and that's where it's easier to get that kind of information. But
Okay.
the farther out it extends from Norwich, the more difficult it is to be as up to date.
Before we leave, Greg's going to try and animate the golem, but
I want to keep going down that hallway.
Okay. So, Akio, you hop out of that little alcove and keep going down with Alfredo still in tow. And this weaves and wanders for a while, probably a couple 100 feet.
Oh, wow.
Before you see another golem laying on the floor.
Does this seem like something Linus did over time, or that it was pre-existing before him and he just knew about it?
Hard to tell.
Okay.
This has been carved out. It's not like a.
It's not like part of the city that the city knows about.
Correct.
It's very secret.
Correct. It's like very rough, carved out. It's got
Okay.
support posts and everything to prevent cave-ins and stuff, but
Like a mine shaft.
very much like a mine shaft.
All right. I move past look at the second golem.
Okay. You move past. You just walk until you find the end,
Okay.
and after several hundred more feet, you come across a very small opening.
Okay.
And it's like it's got like a wooden barrier in front of it. It doesn't look like a door. There's no hinges, but it's just like a wooden barrier, and you can see there's something blocking the other side of the wooden barrier.
Does the barrier look like it's keeping people out or keeping people in?
Probably keeping people out, just because it looks like a pallet board on your side, but on the other side that you can't see is where stuff's been like affixed to the front.
I put my ear up to it. Can I hear anything on the other side?
Nope, it's totally silent.
Then I am going to try and move it.
Okay. You walk up to it and plant your hands firmly on it and give it a big push, and it starts like getting unwedged from the cave wall. You give it one more good push, and the whole thing just falls top down.
And there's a wedding going on.
Hey, slink back in.
It's the fish people.
It is. It's
Trapadanks.
you step foot out into kind of what was probably at one point a very beautiful meadow.
Oh.
But it's been charred and destroyed, much like the rest of the city. Amongst the destruction, you see a lot of crumpled up stones. Very smooth stones, though.
In any order?
Yeah, like there's piles of them. Like there's maybe like one pile in one spot with maybe some like dead flowers around it. And then a few feet later, there's like another pile.
Does it feel like a cemetery?
It feels very much like a cemetery.
I find this really odd. I walk up to the closest crumple of stones
Okay.
and I look to see if there's like any markings.
Yeah,
Just thinking like a tombstone or
you can
something
tell that if you were to take the time to try and
Yeah.
reassemble this pile of stones, it would spell something out, someone's name. It's obviously a headstone.
Okay.
But as you walk towards that closest grave, you feel a very strange magical sensation come from your finger, the one that the ring is on.
Okay.
It's almost like I guess the closest equivalent would be like a phone ringing. You feel like there's someone waiting for you to pick up the other end.
New ring, who dis?
Nice. You could call this the ringtone.
Oh. Boom. Do I have a sense of how this works?
Innately.
Okay.
You don't understand
I
how
just
you
go
know
with
it.
it.
You don't understand how you know it, but you just know it.
Okay.
And you allow
Yeah.
this response, this whatever's reaching out to you to be accepted. And you hear a voice of someone saying, "What is it you want to know today?"
like, do I know I'm communicating with the dead? Or do I feel like there's, like, would I be weirded out thinking there's someone in the meadow watching me?
You don't think that someone, like, actually physically around you?
Okay. Who are you?
That is a strange question. You choose to communicate me. Never mind. My name is Vincent. You are not Linus?
No. Sadly, Linus is no longer with us.
What has happened to Johansson?
Who's Johansson?
Johansson Alabaster Linebeck. The former bearer of this ring.
You mean Linus?
Yes. Yes, Linus. You would know him as Linus. He went by Linus. I've known him as Johansson for quite some time.
Right.
So what is it you've come to gather?
He left me this ring, and I guess I'm trying to figure out why he left it to me and what it does. I think I've got a pretty good idea now of what it does.
I believe you are correct. Why he left it to you, I do not know. I know a many great things over my vast lifetime of experiences, but that I do not know the answer to.
Vincent, you said your name was?
Vincent, yes.
When exactly are you from?
When am I from? I was around at the forming of the Brannis Leadership Alliance, what you would consider the Fourth Age.
Oh. Okay. How long did you know Linus?
I have known Linus for many years, and Eldon before him.
Who's Eldon?
The keeper of the ring before Linus and before you.
Right. You'll have to forgive me. I'm kind of new to this, but what am I supposed to do with this?
Well, there's no rules to the ring. You do as you need, but Linus and Eldon, they used it to gather information from us.
Who? Us? Who
Yes,
else?
myself and all the other corpses around here. Do you realize where you stand, son?
I think so.
You are in the High Rock Cemetery.
Is there anyone in here I should talk to?
Oh, you can talk to whomever you'd like. There is no protocol here, but
I mean, if you've talked to Linus many times, is there anyone in here that you think I should talk to?
that is interesting. Well, I know that Linus would often talk to not the new girl, but her father came in quite a bit. The Brightspire one.
The Bright Spires are here?
Yes, not the new girl. He wouldn't talk to her very much at all, but she's buried next to her parents.
Could you maybe you don't know. Do you know where they are?
Around here somewhere. I can't really point you in any direction.
Right. Well, listen, thank you.
It has been my pleasure. I am tasked with serving the wearer of this ring, and for now it seems that is you. So until we talk again.
All right. Thanks. So I start walking around the cemetery. Did anyone follow me?
Doesn't sound like it.
No, I was going back to the golem.
I was looking at the books, trying to figure out what they were.
This is so interesting because you're like a good guy. You're like a good guy now. You're on the straight and narrow, but you're now.
You're
more surrounded by undeath than you were before, when you were a necromancer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is really weird. I feel really weird about this ring, but I'm gonna walk around the cemetery and call Phelan's name like she's hiding from me.
All right. While you do that, I want to know what you other three are doing.
I'm going through the books.
Looking for anything in particular?
Names I recognize or anything, so.
Okay.
I'm dragging the golem up the ladder out into the open air.
That is going to be incredible.
Can you do that?
That
I'm
thing is
tying ropes around it,
Oh my
tying around
gosh.
myself.
That thing is so heavy.
I just need to get it out of the little hole. 'Cause I want to try some magical things on it, but I don't want to like
Some weird magic on it.
explode like stuff down here and like end up causing problems.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna say you can. I mean, this thing weighs like probably 2,000 pounds.
Oh, come on. There's got to be a way to do it.
Magic.
Magic is an
A
option.
lot of mage hands.
I don't have mage.
Use the amulet on it.
That's what I want to do, but I don't want to do it in the cave. What if something like explodes and then...
Sure would never think about
It's
that.
you got to roll the dice on it.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
You want to use the amulet on the golem?
give a little taste
It's
of
the most
power.
powerful magical thing I have. Do you know how much magic
Yeah,
you
like,
have
how
to use
would
to
you use it,
activate a
though?
golem? You need 2 level 5 spells.
How would you use the amulet?
Or go into it.
Yeah, or you can just
Meld
I
into
would
it.
be dumb and meld into it.
I would call for power higher than on high and direct it towards the golem. And hope that...
What if it's like a wacky thing
That'd
and you
be
like
funny.
flood the tunnel?
That'd be
fun.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's either that or I'd try a moonbeam on it and pray to
Nah.
Sylvana to see if that works.
How about the amulet?
But that feels really like attack based, so I don't think.
Man,
Sherwood
so does
is
the
rolling in his
amulet.
grave right now.
Honestly, the best move would be to grab one of those souls that you have trapped in a thing and try and fuse that with it. But even then, neither of us are powerful enough to fuse a soul to a golem. Also, most of the souls you've got are enemies, so I don't think we would want them in.
yeah, you don't want those.
Those are bad souls.
Yeah. So, I mean, how obvious does it become to me that I can't move it up the ladder?
Very obvious.
It's that heavy.
It's very heavy. It's a stone golem.
I pictured it being like the size of a regular human being.
Much larger.
Okay. See, that's where my
No.
disconnect was.
This
It
is
was just
probably like 8 feet tall.
Okay. It's part of the scenery right now at this point.
Yeah, if there were moss, it would be overgrowing it.
Do I sense any like magical like residue left over?
No. They lick it.
Because
Yeah, that's what I got to do.
That's how dwarves
you have
figure
to
out.
eat some of
checks.
it. You have to eat some of it.
You get down to lick it, and Milo comes around. I knew it.
You want to eat
it's
in
not what
private.
it looks like.
You want to eat in private.
This was dwarf time.
I do like to eat rocks.
You know who does eat rocks? Birds.
They do.
Yeah,
For their bellies.
For
Yeah.
the digestion.
Shout out to birds.
All right, I guess
You just need a big bird.
in honor of the late departed druid friend.
You say his
I
name.
don't like this. I really. What if you destroy the
Come
records?
on, you would do it. Greg would do it.
What records?
Say you cast a wacky spell and you flood the tunnel.
it's immediately
stuck
the water
down there.
damage.
You're
Yeah.
by the ladder. Brenna's deep in there.
We could get out.
We could get out. We're not that deep down.
Roll. And you say his name.
All right, Sherwood,
Yes.
help me out.
I'm summoning with you.
He directs the amulet towards the golem
Okay.
and says, Ophelia, and then in Dwarven, I call for power higher than on high.
It's 100, I swear.
61.
Is that the movies?
Everything catches on fire.
All books are erased.
I'm expecting like a really big attack
Animate
thing.
golem?
It's
Are you
called-
kidding
Why do I
me?
even have this in there?
It's called tunnel collapse.
This ability is called sleep spores.
Ooh.
Okay.
And
Golem's totally sleepy.
yeah, so are you.
It affects the user?
Roll me a con saving throw.
I'm good at con save throws.
Oh, roll right out.
Didn't we encounter sleep spores in the temple?
I'm not sure, actually.
No, those were just flowers.
23.
Oh, okay, that's fine. You see these little like blue puffs of something come out from the amulet, and suddenly like your eyes get really heavy. You're, oh, what's going on? But you like shake yourself out of it and fight the urge to fall asleep.
Again.
But
I can't use it again.
nah, not right now.
It's got to
It's
recharge.
got to recharge.
We can roll for it.
So
All right.
sorry, that wasn't like a very like directed magical attack one.
No, it's okay. Greg just kind of shakes it off and is like, I don't know how to use this amulet,
Yeah.
so he just
I know what I want to look for.
Okay, what do you want to look for?
I want to look for stuff on Tegan.
Okay.
Tapes on Tegan.
Yeah.
The Tegan tapes.
So I'm assuming I would use probably the newest book.
Yeah, that's fine. You see a lot of entries specifically surrounding his time in Sandhaven
Okay.
as the bishop there.
Yeah.
This is a large entry of this
Yeah.
ledger. He has notes about how he has bouts with depression, questions his parents' relationship, secretly hates his sister, like publicly hates his sister, but would never say it to her face. And then there's this big, like all in caps section at the very end that just says redemption ?
Like there actually may have been a chance. He was fooled.
He saw a possibility.
Oh,
Bring
you
balance.
bet your bottom dollar she's going to scream at him if she sees him ever again.
Oh.
And then she's going to kill him.
That bottom dollar, though.
You're the reason he's alive.
Cotton picking bottom
I'm
dollar.
aware. Thank you for the guilt.
No, I just meant you're the reason he had a chance for redemption.
I'm aware.
And
Thank
he
you.
wasted that as well.
I'm aware. Thank you.
It's not your fault.
No,
It's not your
that's
fault.
debatable.
Not you two, man. It's not,
It's
your,
not
fault.
your fault. Just
I
we're
know,
hitting
stop
those.
playing, man.
We're hitting those Goodwill Hunting
I know.
references a lot.
How do you like them apples, listeners?
Oh
Ooh,
my gosh.
Okay, that's a little too on the nose.
Yeah.
I gotta go see
I liked
about a girl.
your first one though. That was really good.
Yeah, I didn't even get the first one.
Ooh, Akio
Did he
has
know
to go
that it
see
was
about a
from there?
girl.
Oh,
Oh.
there it is.
We'll jump back to it. Theo.
I'm just walking around going, Thalen.
With the ring in front of you,
Foolproof.
just like,
Foolproof. He's definitely going to find her.
You get kind of overwhelmed a little bit
Yeah.
with the number of ringtones that you're getting hit with.
Hotline bling.
I was waiting for that. Waiting for it.
As you're walking through, though, you see two monuments bigger than the rest. Mm-hmm. And
King and Queen.
you think to yourself, well, Thalen was the first minister, so no. But you think to yourself,
He didn't take history class.
and he's not from around here.
Yeah.
You think to yourself, this might be the right direction.
Okay.
So you walk over to the largest. It's crumpled, but what
yeah.
remains, the largest monument, and you hear someone on the other end say, "Akio."
Trust me, this is weirder for me than it is for you.
I doubt that very much.
I don't even know where to start. What happened?
What? What happened with what? What do you want to know? I
what?
thought you were dead.
that's right. She doesn't know we jumped 30 years. Oh, she died while we were gone.
That's right. She thinks all of us are dead.
Oh my gosh, it's like
Yeah, some crazy stuff happened, and we were gone for a really long time.
And then I did die. And
But we're back now.
All of you, the dwarf, the elf, the gnome, you're all still together?
Not the gnome, unfortunately. Sherwood, he didn't. I mean, he did come back for a while, but he's not with us anymore.
Not buried here, I assume.
No. How did you get here?
I fell very ill.
Listen,
Came on very suddenly.
it's been kind of a whirlwind for me, but I've heard so much in the past 24 hours. Do you know anything about your brother?
About Tegan.
Yeah.
Well, I know quite a bit about him, but what specifically are you referring to?
Do you have any reason to believe that he could be tied up with the princes of the apocalypse?
No. No, of course not. Tegan has made several laundry list of mistakes. But to be tied up with a group that evil, that's hell-bent on destruction and chaos, no, it's just not possible.
Do you trust Arlân?
Implicitly. What is he alive too? Is he okay?
He is. Do you know a Westra?
Westra. Oh, the Arlen's little helper girl.
Yeah.
She was, man, 5 years old at most.
Well, she's older than that now, but do you have any reason to believe that she could be in any way evil?
Evil? Can a child be evil? Westra came to us after one of Arlen's assistants. She was an orphan, but after the orphanage shut down, she came to work in High Keep for Arlen. She became pregnant, and Westra is the result of that.
Okay.
Arlen kind of took Westra under his wing after he found out that she was a natural tinkerer, very good at building things.
Yeah, I've gathered that.
So we could have saved Westra's mom?
Yeah. Or the only reason that Westra is even in the castle in the first place is because her mom had her while she was in there because the orphanage shut down.
Gotcha.
Listen, this isn't probably going to make any sense to you, but at this point in time, we have reason to believe that your brother is somehow tied up with the princes of the apocalypse. I know you say he can't. It's not possible, and he can't be tied up into something that evil, but we found Arlen, and he gave us this information himself. I haven't been around very long, so I just find myself not knowing who I can trust.
Well, I don't know what to say to that. You've seen Tegan at his worst, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah?
Found him in a very bad place before you brought him to me. I don't know. I would like to think he's not capable of such a thing. He is my brother. I would like to think that Arlen is only capable of upright honesty and devotion to this country and to Brannis because he served as my right hand for so long.
If you had to choose between the two, one of them that had the smallest potential to turn bad, who would you choose?
Arlen. And it pains me to say so.
What makes you say that?
An exhaustive history of loyalty. Arrogance, sure. What person in their position isn't a little arrogant? But Tegan did put a hit out on my life several years ago. But I believe people are capable of change. There is good in everyone.
That one hit home?
I'm just really... I have a really sick feeling in my stomach about something that could be going down. And I really hope it's not the case. How long have you... How long has it been since you were brought here? Since you passed?
It feels like just a small moment in time. I could not say with certainty.
I just don't know who to trust.
It's weird for one dead person to say this to someone questioning their abilities, but trust your instincts. She says that to you. She says, when in doubt, trust yourself.
That is good.
Trust the people around you. Do you believe them? Do you trust them?
Oh, with my life.
If you have people around you that you can trust implicitly and know have your best interest at heart, then I think you're doing better than most.
All right. Well, I appreciate you talking to me.
Got nowhere else to be?
Perhaps we can talk again soon.
I would very much like that, and if everyone else is still around, I would very much like to talk to them too, but I understand. You have big pressing matters to attend to.
Right. Well, I'll see you later. How do you say goodbye to a dead person?
You just walk away. They can't really get offended.
Yeah.
You're just chatting with a remnant of their consciousness.
So, Akio is going to head back for the cave opening.
Okay. You head back toward the cave. Do you prop the thing back up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Greg's going to take the head of the golem before we leave.
Okay. So you close it up, Greg. You take the head off the golem.
I chisel it off.
Oh, sure.
This will snack later.
And yeah, that's where we're going to end this week's episode. A little bit of a reuniting with Thalen. A little bit.
Just so much. I feel like we're like on the edge of a giant cliff of information.
Can I do something as Akio before we end?
Depends.
Just an action. As I'm walking back down the hallway.
Okay.
I want to take the ring off and put it in the compartment.
Oh, the false thing?
Inside the...
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Put your phone on. Put your ringtone on silent.
Yeah.
Do not disturb.
Yeah. hope you guys liked this episode. If you did, hit us up on our social channels. We got a Twitter @SneakPodcast. We got an email @sneakpodcast.com. And we have podcast reviews, iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, Pocket Cast, Overcast. We'd like seeing those come in. They mean a lot to us. We know that you guys take the time to write those. Just means the world. So if you liked the episode, just hit us up. We do our best to respond to everybody. So a few shout outs to people that have hit us up recently. We got Sam Miller on Twitter. Lots of cool fan art.
Sand art.
No,
she's doing that Sam art.
Sam art.
That sand art.
No, she's been hitting us up with a lot of really cool fan art. So thanks so much, Sam Miller, for taking the time to do that. Also, someone named Kevin, if you're out there, Kevin, asked us to give a shout out to his DM, Caleb Wolf. I know I'm blowing your mind right now, Caleb, if you're hearing this, because it just seems, what? That's my name. But Caleb Wolf, one of your players, Kevin, really thinks you're doing a great job, and he knows you listen to the show and just wants you to get some love. So Caleb Wolf, Kevin, and Sam Miller, thanks so much. Also, a huge shout out to our friends over at Battle Bards. They let us use some pretty sweet music and sound effects for the show. Maybe you heard it this week's episode. If you did and you liked it, go over to battlebards.com. There'll be a link in the show notes, and you'll be able to hear for yourself just how awesome they really are. So if you got a podcast or a campaign you're playing, think that you could use some ambiance, hit them up. I think you're going to like what you hear. Other than that, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Thanks so much, everyone, for listening. We hope you enjoyed yourself. I'm Reed, your host and DM of this original Dungeons & Dragons adventure. To my left, we have
Akio.
Brenna.
Milo.
And Greg.
Thanks, everyone.